This portion is brought to you by Globe Asiatic. One of the functions of a homeowners association is to enforce certain rules and covenants. It's good to periodically review old practices to confirm that your HOA runs an effective rules enforcement program. Generally, it is the board's fiduciary duty to enforce the rules. A fiduciary is a person who holds assets in trust for a beneficiary. But the board has some latitude when and what to enforce based on judgment. The key is for the board not to be capricious, selective, or arbitrary in how it handles enforcement. It is impractical to expect that a board can maintain absolute vigilance and catch every rule violation. Instead, the board should react appropriately when informed of a violation by a reliable source.
Welcome back to the GA Report on ANC. I'm Sonny Lopez and I'm still with Mr. Delphin Lee. And our topic for today is the HOA or Homeowners Association. I'd like to ask Mr. DL, who regulates, or is there an association handling the Homeowners Association?
Sonny, there is a government agency on top of all of this. Well, I'll give you what process we have to undertake.
Okay.
We have to start formulating an association. As a developer, the association will be registered with HLURB.
Okay.
This is the Housing and Land Use Regulatory Board. Okay. This is the government agencies that manage or supervise or regulate all homeowners association. So if there are issues or election issues or whatever, any legal case, this is the court. It's like a court.
Or the mediation board.
Mediation board. So they have the right to implement penalties, or they make decisions, whoever wins, to favor one party over the other.
Is there an HLURB in every region in the country?
Yes, in every region.
But let me ask you again, I want to go back. When do you start organizing? What percentage of the total units?
Actually, you start organizing the moment you start your development or the moment you sell the first house. So a lot of homeowners would demand that the developer turns over to the association prematurely. What they have to understand is, let's say I'm developing a 2,000 lot project. And in the meantime that I've sold 1,000 lots with homeowners paying their monthly dues, I am mandated to pay for the other 1,000 as member of the homeowners association. Okay. So whatever expenses being incurred in running that association is actually being supported by the members. In this case, I own the 1,000 lots. I am paying for the membership due of that 1,000 lots. So even if you call for an election, I would still come out the winner because I control majority of the votes.
What are usually the concerns of the homeowners or the members of the association? First, the usual things that they go to you to complain or to ask
about
for
the
assistance. The rules.
As much as possible. They don't want to follow the rule. About the rules, why is this so? Why do you forbid us from putting up a sari-sari store? Why is it not allowed for us to maintain pets inside the house? These are rules that we think initially as officers will be beneficial to everybody, to the general membership.
One of the things that I've always heard you say is the discipline of the homeowner. You've always talked about
this is the hardest job that we have to do. As I've been saying, developing, constructing, selling, that's the easy job.
The easy part.
running that subdivision, explaining to our homeowners, implementing the rules, collecting the association, that's the hard job.
And many of those who do complain are those who are not religious in the payment of their dues.
Exactly. Those who are the lousiest, the noisiest,
Are
mostly those who doesn't pay.
And how do you handle these people?
You just charge them, penalize them. By the way, let me explain to you, there are also inherent rights of the association. They can actually impose penalties. They can actually force you to pay by filing a case against you, attaching your property. If you do not pay, they can even have it foreclosed and sell it in auction. As a word of warning also, if for anybody, all of our viewers, if you're planning to buy an existing condominium unit or maybe an existing housing unit in a subdivision, please do check and clear up the accounts of the previous owner with the association, because they can prevent you from moving in until you have cleared all the accounts of the previous buyer, of the previous homeowners. They have the right to do it.
Most of your projects are high maintenance projects because of the amenities that you have.
We have a lot of amenities, and we have computed also how much it would cost a homeowner to maintain these facilities. And it's not really that much, especially in terms of volume of our units. So typically for our Severa, we're charging only 300 pesos a month. And you get to enjoy all the facilities that we have.
You have lifeguards, right, in your pools?
We have lifeguards because we feel this is our moral obligation. If something happened to our homeowners, we would be morally obligated.
You have ambulances also, and
we
fire
have
trucks,
ambulances
right?
on standby, we have fire trucks, we have security guards, we have our street lights. We do our own garbage collection. What use is developing a nice project if it's going to be left unmaintained? If you have 6,000 families, 6,000 houses in one community, are you going to depend on the government to send you the ambulance if there's a need for one? Are you going to depend for the government to send you a fire truck if there's a need for one? So let me also reiterate here that if the roads, all of these roads, streetlights are owned by the association. So if the association decides not to open up the private road for public utilities or public transport, there's nothing you can do. Because legally, the owner of that road lot is the association.
The association.
Is the homeowners. So we have the right to impose and put up gates.
Yes.
So and up to that point, this is a private property.
Already.
So you abide by our rules.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll have another break. And after the break, we'll go to the concluding portion of today's program.
This portion was brought to you by Globe Asiatic.